Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today we are back with the latest release from the HPG for the 145 helicopter, and we're going to see just what it's all about. If you are interested in acquiring any of my Overkills tutorial guides for Microsoft Flight Simulator, please consider joining me on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides, as well as any future updates and future guides that will be coming down the road. Link to Patreon can be found in the description below. Okay, so jumping right into it, here's a list of the latest changelog, and it's actually rather appealing. Flight model, big changes to inertia and the feeling. Vortex ring state is now back, so we need to be careful not to descend faster than 500 feet per minute without a relative wind of 25 knots or more. Otherwise, we could go plummeting to the ground. Passengers and custom pilots for all variants. Sounds, engine blade slap, blade stall, and flight to idle transition, cargo doors, switches, prime pumps, all having new sound. Some elements in the cockpit will now shake based on rotor conditions, so that'd be kind of fun to see. I'm going to make sure that we have FS Realistic turned off today. That way any shaking or camera movement we know definitely comes from the helicopter. Engine startup, smoke and fire effects, visual effects. So we're going to be doing an auto start. That way I can see all the effects from the outside. I think that'd be kind of fun. And let's see here, fire conditions, extinguishers implemented, some failures, sound mixers. Pilot heads will now be based on camera position. I kind of find that really cool. Pilot and co-pilot are headless. I'm not quite sure what that means. Installed a helmet-mounted display. I don't know if that actually applies for the civilian version, which is what we're using today, or if that's just to the military only. Installed tail boom camera, and you can see it. Actually looks like you can see that right up there at the top. Oh, nope, you guys can't see the screen. There we go. Let's try that. Looks like right about here. I'm guessing that's our camera up top there. And come back here. Let's see here. We got some avionics changes. Avionics airspeed, vertical speed, heading rows will now update at a higher refresh rate. So you'll get a much faster update to the avionics system down on the screen. And then just a few other changes. Nothing that's really caught my attention. Some, decals and things like that. Yeah, let's go ahead and check this bad boy out. So the first thing I'm going to do here, I'm really interested in the fire effects and what that's all about. So we're just going to do an auto start from here because I want to see how it all starts. So I'm going to zip my lip and turn the sim volume up. That way everybody can hear everything. And let's get her going. Oh. There we go. I love the rotor animation. I feel like we shouldn't be able to hear the slapping yet. Oh, that's right. I need to activate this real quick. Stand by, guys. Alright, we are good to go. So we have a couple of cool things here. Let's look at what we got here. What's this? Oh, direction finder. Interesting. I don't remember seeing that before. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Come back. Come on. An event tester. I'll check that out later. That's kind of interesting. I'm not quite sure what all of this is for. Sound mixer. Oh, look at that. So you can actually adjust some of the sounding. Yes. Okay, and all of this I remember. Okay, cool. Well, let's go for a flight, because I'm really interested in the flight model change. So let's get up to a different view here. And let's get airborne. Alright, so let's see if I have any idea what I'm doing here. And let's try a lift. Oh, I probably should set my barometric pressure. Why is my head so far? There we go. Ah! Wow. Okay. Yeah, there's some changes. I'm thinking they took some of what made it so easy to fly out of it, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, that's not a judgment call. It was extremely easy to fly before, and now it's definitely... Wow, listen to that. So if I go hard on the cyclic... That's interesting. I've never heard that before. So it looks like that's just something that we hear inside the cockpit. There you go. Okay, that's really awesome. Wow. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Oh my God. Oh no 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. Crap. Okay. Okay. All right. It's much different than the last time I flew it. Oh, it is much different. Oh, we almost lost it. Oh my Lord. Don't go flying with me, guys. Everybody just watching this just said, well, don't worry, we're not going to. So that noise is almost intimidating. I'm not sure what to think of that. Okay, there we go. Wow. This thing is a ton of fun, though. Holy crap. I'm too far to the left here. There we go. Let's make all of these neighbors mad with their random foliage. God, the overgrowth in this area is terrible. Okay. Whew. Well, Miami is never going to welcome me back again. They're just not. I am not going to be welcome back here ever again. They're like, you know what? You are done here. So the textures are absolutely fantastic. The flight model is, if you guys can't tell, definitely a completely different experience than what I remember from before. I used to be able to fly this thing like a jerk all I wanted to, and now I actually have to pay attention to what I'm doing. Karma. But this thing is awesome. Holy moly. That is so intimidating. That's such a weird sound. Such a weird sound. So the overall flight experience is definitely much. I mean, they hit it right on the head. It is a significantly better feel. The automatic flight control system, very clearly, it did turn on, right? I can't tell if it's on or not. It's got to be on. I don't have a warning that the AFCS is off. Anyway, you can definitely feel the electronic stabilization, right? But at the same token, this is the first variant or first release of this particular helicopter that I feel like you really have that helicopter feel back to it. Light movements with this one. As you can tell, if you let it get away from you, you're a dead man. Which I haven't had a problem with in the past, so again, karma. Whoa, track IR. But it is faster than you know what. It is very unique helicopter. And you guys will always see me flying these helicopters down low. I love scraping treetops in the helicopters. I love getting down low and finding riverbeds and you know, things like this to scan through and just grip it and rip it. And man, this thing will let you. It'll let you, but just don't lose control of it. You can always tell when I start focusing on how I'm flying because I go quiet. Definitely a massive change in the way that I flew this helicopter before. Now I can still, at the same token, I can let go of the controls. So this is hands off the controls. Okay, I am completely hands off, feet off, you name it. This is the aircraft just cruising. And again, it is a excuse me, very heavily assisted aircraft as far as, you know, the automatic flight control system, which I think can be disabled. I just have to remember where it is. And heck, it may not be on. But this has definitely rekindled the fire to fly this thing. I found some of the more challenging helicopters to be more my style and more exciting to fly in the past. And this aircraft is, at least for overkill here, it's back on the map, guys. See, there I go again. Careful. Let's get that collective back in. Oh, man. This thing is so much fun to fly, dude. It's like a swampland, dude. Goodness gracious. Now, I remember I used to be able to get into a hover fairly easily. So let's see what that's like. That still ain't too bad to do. Not exactly in a perfect hover, but man, we're damn close. Definitely can just pop over here and chill. Annoy your neighbor's dog down there, you know. See, come on. We just find a spot. We're gonna try to keep that red building right there next to that nose frame there. Try not to rely on the controls. There it is. Almost. Not bad. And again, this hands off the controls. So the flight control system is definitely still a part of this. And let's start bringing her back into forward motion. Pitching forward. Adding collective. See, guys, I have the capability to not fly like a jerk. It's just I don't often have the will. But I do have the capability. Let's take it back down where I like it. But this is what makes helicopters so much fun for me. Is they're already tricky to fly. They're already, you know, they've already got you on the seat of your pants, right? So then when you get them down low like this and you just start scraping the water or scraping the ground or, you know, scaring the pigs out in the desert, you know, it's so much fun. I love helicopters. Like, I am so, not to get completely off topic, but if you guys haven't yet and you play DCS, get the Apache. Holy moly, that thing's a ton of fun to rip around too. But this thing is awesome. Wow, what a big change. What a big change. The sound's completely different. Like that rattling sound, man. I don't understand what's making that sound. I don't know if I'm just hearing the rotor tips differently as we go into high cyclic, you know, high deflection, you know, I don't know. But man, that is definitely a big change. You guys have to tell me, for those of you who are the pros, how legit that is and maybe what that is. I would really appreciate that. You guys know that I love to learn. Wow, HPG has really outdone themselves. And I know it's a question that comes up a lot, guys, so please keep in mind the HPG 145 and 135. They do not require Airland FS. This is all native. Just like any other aircraft, you just put it in your community folder and you're good to fly. The action pack that they have for the 145 is a ton of fun as well. Anything from life flights, you know, picking up, you know, people who are injured and getting them to a hospital. There's a fire bomber version now. You can go down, pick up water from random places, swimming pools, lakes, etc. Here we go again. Come on, get down low. Get down there. Get on down there. Scrape it. Dun 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 dun. Ooh, this guy wore the brown pants. Why does that always happen to me? Why can't I just have a little bit of fun with it for a minute without crapping myself when I get back in the cockpit? Oh my gosh, that's not fair. That's what simulation's for. I'm allowed to fly any way I want, dang it. Ah, that scared the hell out of me again. That's twice. Okay, we've got somewhere to land up here? Not really, huh? What about over there? That looks like a good one. Oh, right in that field right there. That's where we're gonna put it. Now remember, we don't want to drop below 500 feet per minute descent rate. As we start to lose our forward momentum, we're gonna have to really watch that. Come around, darling. Easy. Easy. Oh, that sound just sounds so unhappy. Sounds like a very angry helicopter. Uh-oh, speaking of that 500 feet per minute. Come on. That's all right. Just creep forward. Come on. Give me a nice one. Head up, head up. Looking out the window. Whew. Okay, so definitely a significant improvement from the previous version of the aircraft, and I already thought that this was an amazing aircraft. I've thought the H-145 was an amazing aircraft since the day it was released. Highly recommend this. Oh my gosh, guys, I recommend this. You guys have got to jump all over this thing. This thing is fantastic. Mercy. Gosh. And obviously there are plenty of factors in it that made it easier, and then there are some factors in it that made it a bit trickier. But I wasn't expecting half of what happened today. So fantastic work to the HypePerformance Group. Once again, the exterior textures are absolutely beautiful. The smoke and heat effects that you caught on engine startup. I love how we're like literally buried in the ground. Oh, what in the goodness gracious? What? All right. Well, that is rather interesting, but who knew, right? But anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I cannot say it enough. If you have any doubts about the HypePerformance Group H-145 helicopter, please put them to bed. Give it a shot. It is a bit on the pricey side for a bird, and what I mean by pricey, just, you know, in literal dollar amount, but it is completely fair for what you get with this aircraft. You get 3 different variants of it. One of them even being a military version of it. It's got so many features and so many capabilities. You can even have a remote EFB. There's all kinds of stuff with this helicopter that makes it absolutely fantastic to fly. And every single time they put out a new release, it always just creates a completely new experience for flying this aircraft. I mean, they just really outdo themselves every single time they do it. So to the Hype Group, keep kicking ass, guys. And to everyone else, let me know what you guys think about the aircraft down in the comments below. Let me know if you pick it up because of this. I would love to hear. And then definitely tell me what your first thoughts are on it. And as always, guys, stay safe and healthy, and I will see you in the next one.